Likido Martial Art. Mental Conditioning Day 5. Duration, 1 day. Upper Body Vital Points. For today's lesson, we will be learning the different upper body vital points we have from head to waist on which we can attack to deliver the best possible damage to our opponents. Note: read and understand fully what is listed below, and try to ponder and contemplate about them after reading one, before reading the other, and practice it on the mind or your imagination, as if you're attacking someone for real, with whatever part of your body you want, specifically the body parts we've learned on the previous parts of this mental conditioning, that you will use as a weapon on that vital body point you just read. 1. Head, which is the most vital part of our body, since this is where our brain is located, where enough force impact to this part could lead us to lose our consciousness. Below is some of the vital body parts that are located on our head. The temple, which is the two deep sides of our head. This area is very vital, where enough force of attack to this part could cause an immediate lose of consciousness that could later result on being comatose and worst even death. So attacking this vital point should also be reserved to a kill or be killed situation only. The back of the head, specifically where the head and nape starts to connect. This spot is a very dangerous vital point for an enough hitting force to this area could lead to an immediate loss of consciousness, which could lead to being in coma and worst even death. So one must be really careful when attacking this vital body point, where it should only be reserved in a kill or be killed situation. The eyes. Though this could not be as fatal as the first two I previously mentioned, still this can have a serious consequence to your opponent, like temporarily or even permanently blinding them, depending on how severe the effects of your attack to their eye will be. This vital part is usually attacked by the use of finger jab, where one use their own fingers in a thrusting motion towards their opponent's eyes. But you can still also experiment on what other attacks using the fingers could be effective for attacking the eye. The nose. Though this spot is not as fatal as the first two, still if hit with enough force can cause pain and bleeding that could temporarily disable your opponent, and in some rare instances knock out them. But this vital body part should not be relied upon when aiming for knockout, since this just often leads to a temporary disablement of the opponent, especially if the force isn't that strong. Jaw and chin. The lower bone of our face. Though this parts of our face is hard because of the bones, a powerful enough impact attack to these spots could usually result in knockout, aka temporary loss of consciousness, and to some very rare instances death or coma due to the damage it can bring to the brain and even the spinal cord. 2 others, from below the head to waist. The throat. This part is another vital body part of the body that, if hit with enough force and precision, could be fatal, since damage to this part of our body could affect our breathing, that can even result to loss of consciousness and even death. Thus an attack to this area must also be reserved only on a kill or be killed situation. The armpit. Though might not be an easy target for being rarely open, and also not as fatal as the other ones on this list, this is still a vital part on which, if attacked with enough force and precision, could render our opponent to be unable to use their entire arm and even not move, giving us the ability to easily follow a much fatal attack, and also on some very rare instances could indirectly cause knockout and even death. So this vital spot should only be reserved to on a kill or be killed situation. Solar plexus. Another very sensitive vital point of the upper body, where a good impact attack can cause an instant shock, thus rendering the enemy unable to move. This vital point, when attacked, gives more of a shock effect to our opponent rather than a knockout one, thus giving us more time to run or escape in a kill or be killed situation without causing much severe and permanent damage to our opponent. Even though almost the entire abdomen can be considered a vital point, since it is usually open and is not protected by any hard bone, this solar plexus part is still the one that we can easily locate and attack of, also given the effect of instant incapacitation. I selected this one out of all the other vital spots on the abdomen. Important notice: don't forget your minimum 20 minutes of physical movements today that focuses on the 5 physical aspects, which is speed, reflex, flexibility, strength and endurance, with 4 minutes each minimum for each physical aspects. You'll do this daily every day, checking this every night once your day ends if you have done for minutes each for all the 5 physical aspects of movements today. If not, then you must do it before you sleep. Written by Earth Robert. This video is made possible by the sponsor below, Quincy Wilson.